Are you looking for the perfect smart door lock? Well, today we're comparing the D110 from DESLOC and the Schlage Wi-Fi deadbolt. Now, before we watch the rest of this video, make sure to give it a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Starting with the D110 from DESLOC, we get a really modern looking lock here, along with all of the mounting hardware, such as the screws and of course a new deadbolt. Very important that we have a USB-C power port on the bottom for emergency power. The Schlage has a burnt bronze look. It is made out of thicker metal and has a more standard keypad lock on it. Both of these locks are a split design, so we will have to connect them during installation. With the Schlage lock, I did have to remove my old standard deadbolt simply because their new deadbolt is notched for their lock specifically, so it's not universal. The installation process overall went pretty smoothly. The only part I didn't like was installing a new deadbolt, but not that big of a deal. And this does come with its own 4 AA batteries. Once those are put in the lock, then you can start powering it on and connecting it to the Schlage app, which I surprisingly liked a lot. It's one of the better door lock apps. All we have to do to set up the lock is just scan the QR code and it will automatically connect. Then you can hook it up to your home Wi-Fi network and it will work with smart devices such as Alexa. The app is really limited simply because we can only use a passcode, standard key, and app to unlock this lock, but it does have some cool safety features such as a break-in alarm. If there is forced entry on the lock detected, it will sound an alarm. So here's a closer look at the Schlage lock. It has this really nice burnt bronze finish. It matches the color scheme for my door. And it's difficult to find this color combination on a lock that looks almost identical to the original 80s style burnt bronze. So I do appreciate that Schlage is one of the few companies that has that design. We have this standard touch keypad here, allows you to lock the door, then put in your code. It's all illuminated and then it will automatically unlock. We also have a standard key that will unlock it. And of course, you can unlock it through the app. So overall, very standard design, something that we're very used to, but the quality, the workmanship of this lock is A+. Very good looking lock, has a pretty decent thin profile here, and it just matches the overall color scheme of the door. I would say that when we're comparing it to the DESLOC, it is limited on a few features when it comes down to overall ease of use, and we're going to go into that right now. Installing the D110 was almost identical to the Schlage, however it doesn't come with a notched deadlock. It's more standard, so it will fit many other locks. All the screws are very well labeled in their own little baggie, which makes installation that much better. And just like the Schlage, it runs off of 4 AA batteries, which are actually not included in the kit. Just like Schlage, the DESLOC app works very similarly. You use a QR code to scan and connect to the lock itself. And we have a ton of features to go over here because there are so many different ways on how you can unlock this lock. Some of my favorite features include the anti-peeping code, which I will talk about a little bit later, but let's start off by putting in my fingerprint. And similar to the Schlage, this lock also has a BHMA rating of 3, which makes it very durable. So here is the DESLOC D110 installed. Really nice, sleek black finish. It isn't burnt bronze like on the Schlage, but it still matches the trim of the door and overall looks way more modern, and I love the smooth glass finish right here in the front. We also have this awesome digital display giving you current Wi-Fi status, battery life, and of course the logo of DESLOC. So we enabled the peeping, or actually anti-peeping passcode. So what it does is it allows you, if you have somebody looking over your shoulder, it allows you to put in a random bunch of numbers and then your actual passcode, and it will unlock your door, so the person behind you looking overhead isn't going to really know your passcode. So really cool feature. On top of that, we have the awesome biometric system. Works really quickly. All right, we can always lock the door manually by hitting the lock button. Okay. Next, we have our NFC card. I'm gonna lock it again. And of course, we have our physical keys. We get 2 of them, unlike the Schlage, which didn't give us 2. Boom. There you go. And of course, we can unlock it and lock it using the app. Something the Schlage definitely needed is this emergency USB-C power port. You can plug in a power bank to power on the lock or use the manual key to unlock it. So, which lock is better, the D110 or the Schlage? In my opinion, I would go with the D110 simply because it has a much more modern look, and the ease of use and app control features are just so much better with the D110. The Schlage has exceptional build quality. I love the burnt bronze finish, but overall it is double the price. You're not getting as many features with it, and you only get 1 key. So if you lose the key, that's basically it. So if you're interested in the D110 from DESLOC, make sure you check out the link down below. It's a great product, great lock, and it will make your life so much easier. I'll see you in another video.